Sup, my name is Ray for TheCouncilNetwork. Welcome to The Flash Season 2, Episode 14, Escape from Earth 2 review. Thanks for tuning in, as always. Now, before this gets started, I just want to go over the whole Zoom thing. I thought we were going to see Zoom's identity. I was super excited. Even 3 hours before the episode aired, because I'm on the East Coast, I posted out this tweet. Since there was only 3-ish hours till The Flash, calling it now Henry Allen is Zoom. Now, some of you may disagree with that and say, no, it's Wally West, no, it's Diggle, no, it's Oliver Earth 2. I'm going to actually explain my reason why. Up to this point, we've been given a lot of clues to who Zoom is. Tonight, we got one more clue. The man in the iron mask was trying to say Jay Garrick. But here's the twist. I think that the Jay Garrick that we know that fell in love with Caitlin is not Jay Garrett, but is Hunter Zolomon, and is basically pretending that he's Jay Garrett because he's a twin of Jay Garrett. That's my theory there. It's crazy, I know, it's stupid. That's my thing. I think the real Jay Garrett is in that mask. The build is about right, the blonde hair is there. Otherwise, I can only see it being Eddie Thawne. If it's anyone else, I'm shocked. As for who is Zoom, Wally West, Eddie Thawne, either Earth 1 or Earth 2, you take your pick. And my money on Zoom, of course, fucking Henry Allen. And I'm actually going to just quickly go over this. Henry Allen does not have science in his degree. He has medical degree, surgical degree. He knows how to do surgery. And there's a reason I'm isolating this one thing. Zoom needs Earborthon. What the hell am I saying? He needs Harrison Wells to actually get the Speed Force out of Barry. That instantly takes Jay Garrett off the list. That leaves Wally West, that leaves Eddie Thawne, and that leaves Barry's dad. Main reason is none of those guys are big on science stuff. One of those guys knows exactly where to hurt someone in the spinal cord. Remember the episode where the Flash and Zoom first fought? Yeah, Zoom kind of just like stabbed him right in the back in a certain spot that left him crippled. See, there's where my indication is that he's just Henry Allen under that whole thing, besides being around the right size and right bulk. Seems about right. It just, I don't know. I want to say it's Eddie Thawne as well, because the actor has been seen on the Flash settings. Now, that could also be the man in the mask, as I said, but these are all things that are tying into this episode and what I'm trying to get to. The fact that we didn't get the face reveal makes me a little salty. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just a little salty, but I just want to scream at the top of my lungs, motherfucker! The episode overall, though, was really good. It wasn't as crazy as last week's, and I'm okay with that, because just like Arrow last week, this resolved a lot of problems, and it created a bunch of new ones. Jesse seems like this typical teenager, but come on, really? You gotta understand, Zoom is gonna come try to kill you. He even said he's gonna kill you in front of your father. He even attempted to, and Killer Frost saved you. She became good to save you, and you want to sit there and worry about being in Earth 2 with all your friends? Oh, child, you don't have a life here no more. Leave Earth 2. Come back at a later time where it's safe. Trust me. Don't be a Laurel. That's the #1 rule on the Arrowverse, the Flashverse, and the Legends of Tomorrowverse. You don't ever Laurel. How dare you, Jesse? We expect better. With that joke aside, I thought it was kind of funny that Barrier Earth 2 had to help Barrier Earth 1 phase through, because different vibrations, different calibrations to actually come through the glass. That was pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. That was actually really cool character development for the Earth 2 one that we'll probably never see again. It's probably dead by now. Yeah, Zoom knows who you are, and he's coming for you. He's coming for you. Am I the only one who's a little bit like, Jay, come on, you couldn't be that stupid to stay there? But then again, I don't think that's Jay Garrick. If the man in the iron mask is Jay Garrick, because let's be honest, whoever's in that prison has to be a speedster. It just makes sense. In all honesty, it makes sense. And the DNA match was to Hunter Zolomon, and the writers already said they're not just going to throw in references for just throwing in references. It will lead somewhere. Remember last season with Caitlin Snow being Killer Frost when Barry's going through time and he's seeing the multiverse and we didn't know it was the multiverse at first? Yeah. I think it's still going to play out, but we'll have to see how it plays out because next week is obviously the King Shark episode with Diggle. And, goddamn this episode. Goddamn. There were a couple times I thought we were going to lose Harrison Wells of Earth 2. I'm glad we didn't. That's great. But his daughter, he praises her to be the smartest one, but you spend months in a cage and all you want to do is go to your friends. Are you fucking shitting me right now? See, I'm a little agitated there by that. The Caitlyn storyline has evolved into everyone I love dies. Goodbye, Ronnie. Goodbye, Jay Garrett. Caitlyn, you're forever alone. I'm sorry. You're forever alone. That's just how it is. And I'm kind of getting tired of it. It kind of feels like one too many things going on. Glad it got resolved though. Like, hey, Jay's out of the picture. He got the hand through the chest. Haha. So there's that, you know? Close the breach now. Close the breach now. I'm just gonna stay by the fucking portal. Whoop. And he's gonna take me inside. No, he's gonna keep him alive. Let's be honest here. If Zoom keeps Jay Garrick alive, he's gonna use him as bait to get them to go back to Earth 2 in the back half of the season. Because we're in the middle of the season right now. So here's what I'm kind of thinking here. If Zoom is able to keep him alive, well, then Jay is either part of Zoom, because remember, they did say in an interview that Velocity 9 side effects would pop up, and apparently Jay's cells are just, starting to heal and everything. There's a lot going on that I think is going to lead into more episodes. Seeing Earth 2 Iris was cool again, but I honestly, I feel like both of those characters are going to end up dead. It's kind of what it is. Doing this, I was trying for an entire week to learn Morse code and try to figure it out. I couldn't find it out. I really do think the man in the mask is Jay Garrick. I think the Eddie Thawne thing is just too far out there for right now. I think maybe in a few later seasons they'll have him come back as Cobalt Blue. But right now, I just don't think it's something that we're going to see. The biggest takeaway from this episode is one of these things that I don't normally talk about, but I will. Arrow Season 1, we know who the bad guy is. Arrow Season 2, we know who the bad guy is. Flash Season 1, we pretty much learned who the bad guy is. Arrow Season 3, guess what? We knew who the bad guy is. Arrow Season 4, we know who the bad guy is. And right now, we don't know who the true enemy is. All we know him is as Zoom. We don't know who's under that mask. We don't know nothing about him. And that's pretty much why I've been center pointing this entire review on Zoom. Because that is what they did right, completely. I want to know who's in that other cell. That other cell has to be for either a metahuman or a speedster to nullify the effects, to make it harder for them to get out. Barry saying, oh crap, Zoom just showed me how to get out. It is a giant line to why. It shows you why. They're not just going to put that in there to say, he's got to overcome it. There's something more going on with the man in the iron mask. He's a prisoner of war. He's been at war with Zoom. It just makes a lot of sense that Jay Garrick under there. But who is Zoom? Wally West? Or Barry's dad from Earth 2, or even Earth 1. Can you imagine if it's Earth 1? How much of a fucking twist would that be? Obviously, Barry's still very much affected from this entire experience. And I do have to say, one of my favorite lines from the entire episode was, "Easy, Elsa, easy. Let it go, let it go." And then he just frees shit. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I am a little disappointed we didn't see Zoom's face. I just want closure. Otherwise than that, I really did enjoy the episode. Wasn't as hyped as like last week. I think last week was like, hey, this is Earth 2, and this is what Cisco can become. And then this week it's more resolving all the problems we kind of did from last week. And honestly, I'm going to say it again. I don't think Jay Garrick, or whoever he truly is dead, because the man in the Iron Mask is trying to tell Barry that that's not Jay, that either he's Jay, or that Jay that we think is either a clone or Hunter Zollerman, portraying Jay. It's just so much of a clusterfuck and so much of a takeaway that we probably won't figure all that out until later in the back half of things. And again, the tease with Atlantis is kind of starting to annoy me because it's never going to pay off. And I know that's one thing that they can't do technically because Warner Brothers won't give them the okay to use Aquaman on the show. They're not going to do what they did with Smallville, and that kind of sucks. I mean, Flash is pretty much the only thing from the big backhand of DC, the big amount of heroes that we'll actually see on TV. And that's only because the Flash was okayed way before the cutoff point of going, no, you can't use this character, no, you can't use that character. And honestly, DC lost out on a lot of potential there. But episode was really solid. I can't even talk right because Zoom just ripped my tongue out of my throat. 8.5 out of 10. Really solid episode. Enjoyed it. Go check it out if you haven't seen it yet. Arrow's airing tonight, and I'm super hyped for Arrow because I don't know where Arrow's gonna pull tonight. I know everyone should be making it out alive, but you never know. They may twist it. They just may. It kind of just pretty much Damien Dark should be taking more center point tonight, but we'll see how it plays out. Anyway, I'm ready for the Council Network. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 250 on subs. And we'll see you later. Thanks for watching as always. I'm out for now. See you tomorrow for the Arrow review.